The playoff picture is set, and the Baltimore Ravens won the AFC North Division title for the second year in a row, and they look to win it all this season. The journey to the Super Bowl starts now. But there are a few things that you need to know about our Baltimore Ravens. While this season has had its share of ups and downs, highs, lows, inconsistencies, growing concerns, you name it, one word that I would use to describe our team right now is resilient. Another word could be hungry, but I will stick to the assignment and go with the word resilient. Because it seems like every time Lamar Jackson took the field, he was breaking a new record. He broke Michael Vick's rushing record. Vick had 6,109 career rushing yards in 13 seasons, whereas Lamar Jackson had 6,010 yards in only 7 seasons, and he accomplished this on Christmas Day against the Texans. Lamar is also the first ever quarterback in the Ravens franchise history to eclipse 5,000 yards total in a single season. He is the first ever quarterback in NFL history to have 4,000 passing yards and 900 rushing yards in one season. Lamar is also the first quarterback in NFL history to ever have over 40 passing touchdowns with less than 5 interceptions. With our quarterback, Lamar Jackson, leading this offense, overall, the Ravens had 7,224 yards, which is the third highest in NFL history. I said all that to say, although it is quite possible that we will be without Zay Flowers, who is our number 1 wide receiver, this first game, and maybe even a couple of games thereafter. I don't know if he'll be able to return for the Super Bowl, because yes, that's right, the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl and winning it all. But even in Zay Flowers' absence, I still believe that the Ravens are in a good standing, because we have so many other weapons that we can rely on to make a huge contribution and to step up in Zay's absence. The first of which is Mark Andrews. He has never had a touchdown in any playoff game. That changes this Saturday. Another one who was relatively quiet somewhere in the middle of the season is Isaiah Likely. He needs a touchdown or two in this upcoming game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kudos to Isaiah Likely for getting back involved into this offense in recent weeks. We also need to see a contribution from Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill. I believe Justice Hill will be a go for this Saturday, but I'm not sure. We heard from John Harbaugh earlier today where he said that Justice Hill and Pat McCary were progressing. They had an illness, but they were actually progressing. We know that Justice Hill went out a couple of weeks ago with a concussion, so let's hope that he comes back ready to go this Saturday. We may even need a contribution from guys like Tylan Wallace and Tez Walker. We know recently Tez Walker had that one catch that resulted in a touchdown, and we were like, yes, let's go. We got some extra depth coming in the wide receiver room, so we'll need to see Tez Walker duplicate that again on Saturday. We need more of the same. Also, for Tylan Wallace, this is a guy who's been around for a while. He knows the system. He's familiar with Lamar. We might not need him the entire game, but he can certainly come in and make a couple of big catches, a couple of splash plays to kind of keep the momentum going. But in terms of our offensive weapons, the primary responsibility is going to fall squarely on the shoulders of King Henry. He finished this season with amazing stats. He had 1,921 yards, finishing second in the league right behind Saquon Barkley. He also had 16 touchdowns, which he is tied for first place in the NFL. And now that brings me to our offensive line. They are going to be critical to our success on Saturday. Going up against this Steelers defensive front that's led by TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith, these offensive linemen have to be able to move the defenders off the line and create lanes for our running backs. That is the key. Also, if we can figure out what we're doing on defense to ensure that George Pickens does not get hot, I think we'll be all set. Who are we going to use to cover George Pickens? To me, that is the huge question because I do not believe that Brandon Stephens can do it by himself. Leave a comment down below and let me know who you think can best cover and slow down George Pickens. Do you think it would be Nate Wiggins? Because I personally do. Let's give that a shot. And failing that, if that doesn't work, then do we go and look toward Tre'Davious White? But what we need to make sure that Zach Orr does is make the necessary in-game adjustments. Whoever we have covering George Pickens, if it's working, stick with it. And if it is not, let's be ready to swiftly make those adjustments as needed. Well, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment down below and let me know your one word that describes our Baltimore Ravens as we head into the postseason. Also, please make sure that your post notifications are turned on so that you don't miss content released on this channel, because Hendo and I will be back this week to preview the upcoming game against the Steelers. You don't want to miss it, and we'll be there to answer your questions about our Baltimore Ravens. All right, family, take care, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and head over and watch one of my last videos.